Are you an adrenaline junkie looking for your next big challenge? Hold on tight as we take you through the top 10 most dangerous hiking trails in the world. These aren't your grandma's nature walks. We're talking sheer cliffs, unpredictable weather, and paths that will test even the most seasoned adventurer. I've stared down a few grizzly bears in my time, and let me tell you, some of these trails make those encounters look like a walk in the park. So pack your gear, check your compass twice, and get ready to explore the wild side of hiking. Just remember, this is about survival as much as it is about the view. Stay sharp, stay alert, and let's get started. Deep in the heart of China, Mount Huashan rises up like a jagged tooth. They call this one the Heavenly Stairway, but trust me, one wrong step and you'll be meeting your maker a lot sooner than expected. We're talking narrow planks bolted onto the cliff face, thousands of feet of sheer drop below, no safety nets, no harness, just you, the wind howling in your ears, and a prayer. People actually climb this with just a chain bolted to the rock for support. Imagine the grip strength you'd need. One slip and it's a long way down. But hey, they say the view from the top is incredible. If you live to see it, that is. This is a true test of nerve, a dance with death that'll make your legs wobble. Are you up for the challenge? Utah, land of the canyons, a place of stark beauty that can turn deadly in an instant. The maze is a perfect example. Imagine this. Towering sandstone walls, a labyrinth of canyons twisting and turning, and you, a tiny speck, trying to find your way out. Easy to get turned around, even easier to lose your way completely. People have vanished here, swallowed up by the vastness. Search parties spend days trying to find them, sometimes succeeding, sometimes not. The heat doesn't help either. Baking sun, no shade. Dehydration can sneak up on you faster than a rattlesnake. You'll need more than a compass and map to navigate this one. You'll need guts, instinct, and a whole lot of luck. South Africa, home to incredible wildlife, stunning landscapes, and the treacherous Drakensberg Traverse. This ain't no walk in the park. We're talking sheer cliffs, knife-edge ridges, and weather that can turn on a dime. 1 minute it's sunshine and rainbows. The next you've got gale-force winds trying to rip you off the mountain. And don't even get me started on the exposure. One wrong step and you're tumbling down hundreds of feet. You'll need nerves of steel. Sure, but you'll also need to be a master of adaptation. Weather changes fast in the Drakensberg, and you need to be ready for anything. This is a hike for those who respect the power of nature, those who know that even the most beautiful places can bite back. Chapter 4, Kalalau Trail, Beauty and the Bite, Hawaii. Paradise, right? Well, paradise has a wild side, and it's called the Kalalau Trail. Think lush jungles, cascading waterfalls, and views that'll take your breath away. But don't let the beauty fool you. This trail is notorious for its narrow paths, crumbling edges, and sheer drop-offs that plunge straight into the ocean. One misstep and you're taking an unplanned swim. And did I mention the mud? We're talking thick, slippery, ankle-grabbing mud that can turn a pleasant hike into a muddy nightmare. The Kalalau Trail is a reminder that even in paradise, danger lurks around every corner. Chapter 5, Aymoon-eg Ridge. Walking the Razor's Edge, Scotland, land of whiskey, bagpipes, and the spine-tingling Aymoon-eg Ridge. Imagine a knife-edge ridge slicing through the clouds with sheer drops on either side. That's Aymoon-eg. This is no place for vertigo sufferers. One gust of wind and you could easily find yourself taking an express elevator down to the bottom. Add in unpredictable Scottish weather, rain, wind, fog, and you've got yourself a recipe for disaster. But hey, who doesn't love a good adrenaline rush? Just make sure you've got a head for heights and a healthy respect for the power of nature. Chapter 6, Angel's Landing. Are you worthy? Utah strikes again with Angel's Landing, a hike so intimidating they named it after heavenly beings. Why? Because you practically have to sprout wings to conquer it. Picture this, a narrow spine of rock jutting out into Zion Canyon. Sheer drops on either side, and you clinging on for dear life as you inch your way along the path. Oh, and did I mention the chains? Yep, that's right. Chains bolted into the rock are the only thing between you and a one-way ticket to the bottom. Not for the faint of heart, this one. But if you can conquer your fear and make it to the top, the views are said to be out of this world. The Kokoda Track in Papua New Guinea. This isn't just a hike, it's a journey through history, a grueling trek through dense jungle and challenging terrain. This trail was a battleground during World War II, and the ghosts of the past still linger here. But the real danger comes from the unforgiving environment. Think about it, sweltering heat, humidity that could choke you, and the constant threat of tropical diseases. Oh, and let's not forget the leeches. Lots and lots of leeches. This is a hike that will test your physical and mental strength. It's about endurance, resilience, and paying homage to the brave souls who fought and died here. They used to call it the most dangerous walkway in the world, and for good reason. El Caminito del Rey in Spain clings to the side of a sheer cliff face, a narrow concrete path with gaps you can see straight through. Imagine looking down and seeing nothing but air and a dizzying drop below. Not a place for those who are afraid of heights, trust me. It's been renovated now, made safer, but it'll still get your heart racing. You're suspended between heaven and earth, the wind whipping through the gorge, the river roaring far below. This is about conquering your fears, taking in the incredible views and realizing that sometimes the scariest paths lead to the most breathtaking destinations. Peru, land of ancient mysteries and the awe-inspiring Huayna Picchu. This is the iconic peak you see towering over Machu Picchu in all the photos, but getting to the top, that's a whole other story. We're talking steep, ancient Inca stairs, some so narrow you can barely fit your foot on them. Add in sheer drop-offs and the thin air at that altitude, and you've got yourself a recipe for an epic adventure. But hey, who wouldn't want to walk in the footsteps of the Incas to experience the same breathtaking views that captivated them centuries ago? Just remember to take it slow, acclimatize to the altitude, and watch your step. Those Inca stairs can be a bit slippery. California dreaming? More like California sweating. Half Dome in Yosemite National Park is an iconic climb, but it's not for the faint of heart. You're talking about a 14-mile round-trip hike with over 4,800 feet of elevation gain. Oh, and did I mention the cables? Yeah, the final push to the summit involves hauling yourself up a near-vertical granite slab using metal cables. It's basically vertical rock climbing with nothing but your strength and determination to get you to the top. Exhilarating? Absolutely. Terrifying? You bet. But the view from the top of Half Dome? Well, that's just priceless. So there you have it. The 10 most dangerous hiking trails on the planet. Trails that will test your limits, push you to the edge, and leave you breathless in more ways than one. Think you have what it takes to conquer these trails. Remember, safety first. Always be prepared and know your limits. These hikes are not for the unprepared or the inexperienced. Respect the mountain, respect your limits, and you might just make it back to tell the tale. Happy hiking.